Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. Might notice something looks a little different today. Yes, some might call it a mushroom. There's an actual term for it. I did go to hair school for that, but I'm just not going to look that up right now. And some would say, well, look that up before you come on and do your shows and stay on topic. I am. You just have to bear with me with the way I do things around here. My brain functions in a different way. I get to my point, I come back around and hang in there. All right, with that said, it's the weekend update, okay? Dr. Fox back here with you, just plugging away. We've got some updates this weekend, of course. Personally, you could see that I had to do some chopping this weekend, and I don't mean that style of saying shopping. I'm saying chopping, not chopping, like you're shopping. In this case, chopping. So as you can see here, I did a little clean up here myself this week. I needed it a little more manageable. It's just getting to a point. I'm still trying to work on getting my shower finished here. And sadly, some would say we got to bug it, Dr. Fox, but we have been finding a few fleas on poor Mora, and she's not going outside. She has a flea collar. I do put the flea powder down on the ground, on the carpets. I vacuum my corners. I do every little thing that exists that's available to folks. We put this really nice smelling special kind of stuff into her fur. I give her I have a flea comb, and I check her every morning. Every once in a while I still find a few random fleas. I wash all my clothes. I wash my sheets and my blankets, everything that I can do. But with that said, we're plugging away. Speaking of plugging away here at the house, I am excited. We were able to get our little bucket of that plaster stuff to help hold down the floor tiles better. So I'll be able to start on my floor tiles pretty soon. I do have a few floor tiles I can start on. I'm going to need another probably a month or so before I can actually get purchased the rest of the tiles here around the house. And that, at least for now, is... Oh, and it was my birthday last week. I went out and at least I had a couple of eat out locations. I had my bestie with me, so we were able to eat out together and hang for the day. It was started out good, and it was a moderate day, let me put it at that. And so I'm excited. We have some... If you're watching it this weekend, or if you're watching it after it's already started, then you're good to go. But coming up tomorrow, we are going to be able to, now that we're switching gears and getting into WoW, classic WoW is... Now, if you saw my last video, 2 weeks. I can finally say that. That's from the original Total Recall reference, not the remake Recall. Recall. It's 2 weeks away. 2 week classic WoW is 2 weeks away. We've got lots and lots of things to cover this week, so you'll be able to at least get your name reserved starting tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. I've got mine written down. I got my classes that I'm going to do. It'll allow us to at least pop in and do that. I hope everyone that wanted to be able to do the beta test that was going on this past Thursday and Friday. And that I did a short video at least trying to get in on the beginning. North American servers were pretty rough for quite some time that day. So I was enjoying another streamer that I watch sometimes, and sent some WoW Classic love out to him as well. And at least his was up, so I could enjoy and watch it. I mean, he was already rocking it, like, I think 10. Yeah, he hit level 10. We sent a congratulations out to him. I know there were others that were further along, a few levels higher than that, but just throwing out some love to... hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good here. And don't worry, I know you're seeing the Alliance banner behind me, the one below us. There is love for all here. No worries. I like both. I just work on a little bit here and a little bit there on each side. So it's all good there. All right. Well, Blizzard quietly discontinued the physical authenticator. And that's okay. For me, anyway, I was cool with it. A lot of folks, they weren't. Some batteries are dying. Some haven't used it in a while. I like to use it because you get the little Corehound pet and you get the 4 extra slots in your bags, or bag, I should say, the backpack at the beginning. It'd be nice if they give you 4 for every, but it's all good. I'm not complaining. I appreciate it. But that has been discontinued. So It'd be interesting. I'd love to hear in the comments below if you're still actually able to use it. I guess supposedly Blizzard had quietly discontinued it, but we'll be curious to see if that can still be used or not in any form or fashion. Party Sync, I only barely mentioned that briefly last week just to get a little bit more in on that. I know that that's covered a bit with some other, I don't want to say better, but some more YouTubers that really have some good ways to put these things together. Let me put it that way. It'll be much better for our guild as of patch 8.2.5 when that actually launches, because that's on the PT, and the PTR is up. 8.2.5 is up on PTR as well if you'd like to try it out. But for me, I don't like. I'm not a big fan of too many surprises in advance. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And speaking of that, this week will be the Rise of Ajar will go up on the final raid, be available to... I mean, you've been able to do it already, but it'll actually be in the queue this week. And I thought I had queued... Speaking of queue, I thought I had quieted my phone. So you'll be able to do that this week. I'll be queuing up for that because our guild isn't quite ready. But speaking of all that, in also 8.2.5, where I am excited for being able to, my brief mention of Party Sync and why this is going to help our guild, excuse me, is it's going to be huge because it will scale down my character. Because as you could probably see here, most of my characters are like, like 120, 112. My main over here is like her item levels, like, well, not that that really hugely matters anymore, but like I think it's 411 at this point, and so I've got a lot of these 120s already. And what will be really nice about it is, excuse me, that I'll be able to actually work with my brother and party sync, if you will. There'll be a little button that will come up and it will let you party sync it, and you'll be able to redo those quests. Now, there'll be a lot of interesting ways on whether someone will do some other leveling or if this will maybe bring some folks back, and it'll be really nice to be able to and then there's other ways too where you can actually level up. So, let me give an example. So like in Warlords of Draenor, where you could actually potentially get more XP. It'd be interesting because, I'm sure they'll nerf it off of PTR before it goes live, but interesting little ways you can click on things and keep getting repeated XP. Not much, but it's better than just being able to stand there and just click away at 130 XP for this or that or whatnot. So that will be interesting. And then my other example is, let's say you go into a Warlords of Draenor level and suddenly it's set to like 60 instead of its normal level tier there for Timewalking. It'd be kind of interesting how this is going to all play out. So I'll have to see. Let me know whether you think that's a good thing in the comments, whether you just like, nope, I'm gone. That's it. Or I've been gone for a while and, it's all good. Let's see. We covered that. 15 anniversary mounts are up on store. I know the last one I did a video for. If you really want to see me do one, I'd be happy to just kind of show them off in a very brief video. If that would help, I might just pop that up. But those are out, whether you agree or disagree. For those that got the 15th anniversary kit for like 100, I just didn't want the Ragnarok statue, even though I know it's gorgeous and beautiful. I just try not to have too many things. I have a couple of plushies up there. I've got my banner. I've got my pillows. Actually, I have a Hearthstone pillow that should be arriving anytime now. And I've got a few other things, but I just don't want to overcrowd my life. I mean, most of my stuff is digital. And speaking of digital, I'm excited. I've got some new mounts this week. I've really been plugging away at trying to earn my gold back. I've been able to finally go back and get a couple of those. I think I actually have them all now, I think. Don't quote me on that. The 4 new mounts that went back to the factions, let's say for the Alliance side. I don't know if I got to go back now and buy the Horde ones as well, or if I get the equivalent to those. No, I think I still got to go back and get those from the Talajan, because I still got to also save up for the froggies that are like 333,333. I still got to get those, but I was able to get a couple of those. I did get the 15th anniversary mounts, the Albacore, Baltimore. And if anyone wants to finish that line, if anyone knows what reference I'm referencing to, wink, wink. Let's see. Oh gosh, I gotta show you this one. I'm so ecstatic. Oh, let me see. I have all but 5 dropped pets. Yes, I even got that Hopling. I was queuing up for some Mythic Island dungeons, and it's so nice to be able to finally be at an item level high enough where I can actually queue for some of those. And I've got some nice thank yous out of running a few of those with some folks. So that's pretty exciting. All right, let's go right on in here and show you where I'm at. All right, currently 1,153 pets. How about that? I still got to go back and finish a couple of celestial pets. I got a couple of more old quests I got to finish doing. But I'm almost there. Stay on target. And you can see I'm actually leveling my Eventualist Hopling right now. And you can see 1,153. I've got quite a few in 25. I got a few more I got to level. Cough, cough. And then you can see I still have a few greens. And then so that's about what's left. So yeah, I still got a few things. Sadly, the classic vanilla 3 are just eluding me. I just can't afford I just can't afford to be spending like $7 grand just to get 3 lip. That's just For a while I had some for like $3 grand, but still even 3 was like and trust me, if I was able to get my hands on one originally back in the day, I would have. Or I wish that, I know some will disagree with me. I wish they'd have a way with the new anniversary that you could have picked them up in a new way, or maybe we'll see them on if they do a battle pet type app, slight kind of like Pokemon Go kind of thing, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The good news, the Kuin, I finally hit Exalted with them, so that's the good news on my main. And I am just about, well, I don't want to say just about, but I'm definitely, yeah, I know many others are already like, Dr.Fox, I did that like weeks ago. I know, it's been rough here. Some would say put an ARC in. Well, no, it's not that simple. It's been very toasty back here, and I've been very busy in my life, and I've not been able to get on as often. And you do you, let me do me. Don't tell me how I gotta be you, in that sense, if you follow my meaning. And those people that say that kind of stuff, you know, it's just like, All right, here we go. See? Yeah, Luke. I even threw that up on Twitter the other day. You'll see that I went, yeah, Luke. So see that's all finished. There it is. Yeah, 13,637. So I'm getting there. Rust resistance. I even have you can see I have a couple more days on my contract. It's my second contract I've had to use. It probably wouldn't have been as much if I could have actually got on every single day during the reset and been able to do it. But I've not been able to quite do that. So it's made it a bit of a challenge here. Oh, wait, my cam is actually blocking. Let me turn it off for a second. There, now you can see it's all exalted there. Yeah, and it's okay, there we go. It's almost revealed. 13, let me go up there. Yeah, 13,637 as of this post. I'm going to be getting on this morning and actually during the reset, and I'll be doing a little bit more. I'm also for those that are wrapping it up this week, there also is Timewalking, and as you could see, I've been slowly plugging away. I'm gonna try to plug away a couple more Timewalking from that's why my mage is up. I've been slowly plugging away at my Alliance mage, and then my Horde mage I think is 116. So the plan is to queue her up for Timewalking tomorrow, I hope, with my guild, my brother, when we get on tomorrow. That is the plan, because we play Horde usually on Mondays. I don't stream that though, so let's see. And then okay, Timewalking, and that will end tomorrow night, mega early if you're still awake through the night on North America on Tuesday-ish morning, extremely early. Don't and of course, yeah. Okay. Oh, the classic server list is up. I wish I could kind of throw and post that link right up there. I will name a few off for you if that would help you. There are, for North America, I'm excited. There will be, looks like 4 normals, Pacific and Eastern. So we'll probably want to grab the Eastern one, being that they'll be a bit closer to us, depending. It all depends on where we go. We'll be playing Horde and Alliance. I'm shooting for 3 on each side. 1 main and then a couple of bank alts. Really, I'm not really going to be leveling beyond that. I really continuing to focus on retail. Others aren't. And that's fine. Again, the old adage, you do you. But this time I'm adding another piece. Please let me do me. Just because you do you. And a lot of people forget to let the other person do them. And so, I know that's supposed to be intended, but that's always the case. Normal, we have, looks like, and those that know me know I botched these. Atish, something like that. Mankirk, Myzerial, Pegal. I don't know. I know I'm messing that up because that's the actual name of the other character, and I'm totally botching that. I'm terrible. Then we've got 5 PvPs. Faralina, Fairbanks, Herod, Talanos, Whitemane. Most of those are Eastern and Pacifics. And the final RP, in the RP PvP realms, we've got, is for RP realm on the Eastern side, we have Bloodsail Buccaneers, yar. RP PvP on the Pacific side, we've got the Grobulus. And then the Oceanic realms, that will be up. Our PvP are Arugal. That's the Australian time one. And the other Australian one will be a normal, which is Romulus. And if, again, I know I'm botching those. I'm just throwing some of the names out. So I hope that, I thought that would be a little amusing. So to share those with you. And, speaking of that, we're only, so name changes tomorrow or this week if you watch it this week. 2 weeks. I hope you're able to get the name you want. Let me know how that goes for you this week. And again, if you have any questions, remember to put in large, turn your caps lock on. Question, but then please turn it back off when you're writing the question. We don't, because anytime I see it in caps, I think someone's yelling in that case. And speaking of questions this week, don't forget, before I do stream, it will be twitch.tv/TheJennaFox. I haven't been able to fix it for Dr.Fox in some form. I've been trying to do that, keep it all the same, but that was what my old one used to be, and I'm just trying to use that. We're trying to build it up a bit, and if not, no big deal. We're just doing it because it's enjoyable, and it's all good. I'll still have my weekend updates here on YouTube. I'm just hoping to at least start streaming Classic over on Twitch. We're going to have to see how that goes, because I'm not sure. The fall, I hope, doesn't bring too many issues here, and that's too bad, because that's my favorite time of year. So we're hoping that's the situation. And I want to once again thank all those that have left good pet strategies for all the pet strategy guys I did. I know I had a couple that were a bit challenging, but to see a few of them that were so many watched, and that was only because there's a couple out there that will sometimes have a slightly different attack. And I tried to do, I've also done updates for those as well, and I've noticed the views are going up quite a bit for those, and I really appreciate that, and really, it really means a lot. I really, really, really appreciate all that. So I hope you all get to have another good week this week. So like I said, I'll be a bit busy on trying to cue down my name this week. Mora's kind of running around here. We had to clean her up this morning. She, poor thing, had another big hairball icky mess we had to clean up last couple of days. She's had a couple of them. But I brush her every single day. Like I said, I also check her for fleas, like I mentioned earlier on. So I've got some work to get done again. I've got another foot doctor appointment this week, and I just hope you all get to continue to have fun this week. Once again, this is Dr. Fox. Remember to take 2 weekend updates. And remember to take 2 weeks to rest before Classic goes live. And we will see you very, very soon. And my goodness, one more weekend update? No, technically 2 more weekend updates before it goes live. But right after that second 2-week update coming out, that means that it's going to be launching the next day. We'll have more to talk about then, and I'll have to kind of show you, see what characters I was able to get. So once again, this is Dr. Fox. Take 2 weeks and call me in the morning. We will see you later.